What's good, YouTube? So today we're about to be making some ground turkey burgers from scratch. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I'll see you guys when we're about to start. Okay, so the first thing that you wanna do is you wanna get your ground turkey. It's already been washed and prepped. We're gonna put some garlic powder, salt, pepper, paprika, and a little bit of seasoning salt in there. We're gonna put an egg. And then we're just gonna mix this around. As we're seasoning this around, I'm gonna put some minced garlic. We're really just putting the egg in there so we can try to make sure that this sticks together when it's time for us to cook or shape them into burger sizes. I'll see you guys at the next step. Okay, now that this is already prepped, we've put some olive oil, our different seasonings, and some minced garlic. We're gonna go ahead, just get, not too much, but a little bit, and really just try to get into that shape that we want. Little patty shape. You can make them thick or thin. I'm gonna make mine a little bit more thick, around this size, as you guys can see. All right, that's one. You want to be really careful when handling raw meat. That's why I'm wearing gloves. All right, this is the second one. They don't all have to look perfect. So we're gonna make 2 big ones and then 2 small ones.
I take the smaller one, and we're gonna make 1 more. Alright.
All right, now that we have our patties, I'll see you guys at the stove. All right, now that we have a pan, we're gonna put some oil in there. We're gonna wait for this to heat up. So I'll see you guys when this is heated up. Our oil is nicely heated. We're gonna go ahead and add our patties. So let's add this. Alright, boom. We're gonna let them cook for around 5 to 7 minutes on each side. So honestly, you don't really want to touch them as much. You just move them away from each other. You just want to let them cook by themselves and just leave them alone. I'll get to you guys when we're about to get ready to flip them. It's been cooking for around 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and flip. And this is really the color that you want to have. You can see some browning going on. Nice and crispy. So while this finishes up, we're gonna go ahead and cut up our vegetables. Okay, so now we're about to go ahead and cut up an onion. Go ahead, we're gonna cut the tops off. Top and the bottom. And we're gonna peel this. I'll get to you guys when this is already peeled. Okay, now that this is peeled, we're gonna go ahead and just cut some straight pieces off. That should be enough. Then we can go ahead. Now we got pieces for the big one. And then we got some smaller pieces for the smaller ones, as you guys can see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and finish cooking. All right, now that we've cut up some onions, we're gonna cut up a couple of baby tomatoes. Normally you can use big tomatoes, but today we're gonna use some smaller ones. So I'm just gonna cut these into pieces like this. Go ahead and do just a couple of them, not too many, just a couple. You don't have to use smaller ones. I'm just using them because I like the look. So we have a couple of tomatoes, and now we're gonna go ahead and finish cooking the burgers. If the burgers are right about done, so we're gonna go ahead and add cheese. Let's go ahead and do that. And now that we've added the cheese, we're going to put a cap on it and just let that cook. Okay, the cheese has melted, as you can see. So we're gonna go ahead and set this to the side and get you guys when we're doing the next step. Okay, so now we have some toasted muffins, some toasted English muffins. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 more in here for the other burgers. So now we're gonna cut these in half. That one in half. We're gonna also cut the second muffin in half. When you're cutting though, you might wanna be careful because it's gonna be very hot. Alright. Now, we have our buns. We're gonna go ahead and set our buns on it. You guys can see. Then we're gonna add some onions. Go ahead and add some onions to it. We're gonna add some spinach. And then a couple of tomatoes on top. And then at the end, we'll put our bun right back on top. And then press. And this is what it should look like, so you guys can see. Get a bite of that. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this in half. So I can show you guys how juicy this is. You guys can see. Super juicy. Go ahead and try some. It's super juicy, super good, super fast, quick meal to make. Oh my goodness. Make sure you like and subscribe with post notifications on. Comment down below, follow my socials and the link down below. And it's Dwight's Cooking Show, we're out.